Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm Garth Allen. This is Racing News Now. And we're joined today by the now two-time Daytona winner in the ARCA Series, Mr. Corey Heim. How's it going today, man?
It's going good. How are you?
Good. So let's talk about that race from your perspective. Very dominating win, led most of the laps, controlled that race for the vast majority of it. What was that race like just from your perspective?
Yeah, I think going into the race, we knew that we had to qualify good. Last year, we kind of got bit by a bad qualifying group. And I think we started like 13th or 14th, a little bit farther back. And we kind of rode there. Our strategy was totally different last year. But, you know, we got to the front when it mattered and was able to control the race from basically halfway on. And we knew if we brought that speed back to the racetrack and we qualified good, we can control the race from the very start, kind of like we did, you know, starting at halfway last year. So, you know, it worked out where we got the pole. Our group was really good. We got a good draw this year, and we just really controlled the race. I mean, there's a little bit of brake work and just, you know, maintaining the gap back to Parker, my teammate, and Gus in the beginning, I guess, too. But other than that, just really just maintaining what we had.
Well, you talked about the qualifying group. You got a bad group last year, and I talked about that a little bit on the Rewind show for this race. How weird is it to have that kind of a qualifying format where you go out in small groups like that and it's all kind of up to chance on who you get in that group? What does that do to your mindset for qualifying?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like it's definitely an open mind until I find out what group I'm in, and you kind of just find out, you know, how to value the cars that are in your group, and you kind of just go off of, you know, single car speed. So yeah, I mean, it just totally depends. You know, if you get a bunch of like not so great cars, you just kind of have to make the most of what you got. And I guess if you have good cars, you got what you got. So you don't really have a lot of say in it, and you just kind of have to make the most of what you're presented with there.
So two-time winner at Daytona now, as we mentioned, you're almost making it look easy now. But we talked a little bit about it after you won this race last year, what it meant for you to be able to win at Daytona. I'm going to pose that question to you again. Now that you've won two races at Daytona, how special is that to you now to have two wins under your belt at Daytona?
Yeah, I mean, probably the same answer as last year, but, you know, just growing up and watching the races there. I mean, I used to go there every year for my birthday and just kind of dreamed of racing in the big shows. So, you know, ARCA, you know, isn't the premier win by any means. Of course, the Daytona 500 is, but to even win at Daytona and just kind of be a part of that event in general is just so special. So, you know, to be able to win twice and to be able to compete in it is as special as it is, and then win it twice is really special. So I'm hopefully looking forward to racing it one more time and trying to get another one.
Well, I know it didn't go quite as well for you as the ARCA race did, but let's talk a little bit about the truck race, as you were in that race as well. Before you had all your incidents that you had, it seemed like you had a lot of speed in that race and could have gone similar to how the ARCA race went for you. So talk about your day on Friday in the truck race.
Yeah, I mean, simply it just was a bad day. You know, we were going really good. Was riding fourth, I think, for most of the first stage. I tried to make the top work at the beginning, didn't really work out for me, so we followed in line just to play it safe. Came to pit road and got out of our box a little awkward and got pretty much just hit on pit road. So, you know, you're going to have that. It's definitely a pretty rare occurrence, I feel like, and I don't think you can really blame that on anybody. If anything, it's my own fault. So, you know, just our Tundra TRD pros really good all day, and they did a really good job at setting that thing up, but just didn't work out for us.
And for anyone that may not be aware, you're running, what is it, 18 truck races this year? Is that what it is in the 51 truck?
It's going to be more like 15 to 16, but
okay.
Yeah, you're close there.
Okay. I knew I was somewhere in the ballpark there. And then is it what, 4 races in the ARCA car? You're running everything that Jesse can't, right?
It'll be 6 to 7 races. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So you got a little bit busier of a year this year than what you had last year, just combined between the two. What does that do for your mindset, though, not having a full season in either one of them, but just kind of going out and essentially trophy hunting this year?
Yeah, honestly, my mindset doesn't really change much. I mean, last year I took it on a week to week basis that I wanted to go out and give it my 100% effort and try to win every single race. And, we had a good year. I think we ended up with 6 wins in the ARCA series last year. So couldn't ask for a whole lot more out of that season. That was, I would say it was a good year for us. So this year it doesn't really change much. I mean, although we're not going for a drivers championship, I mean, we got 2 owners championships that I'm, somewhat a part of in the ARCA series and then heavily a part of in the truck series. So KBM team has a really good program under them, and I have Kyle Busch running the other 5 races, so I can't really complain there about my other teammates. So, Jesse in the ARCA series and Veteran Motorsports being pretty young, I think he's got a bright future. So it's gonna be good working with him as well.
Definitely. Well, I think that's all I got for you. So Corey, thanks for joining us as always. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on another Daytona win, and hopefully we're talking to you about another win very soon.
I would hope so, man. I appreciate it.